very much. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished academics. I am Richard Roth, media trainer for Ecodemia, and I'm delighted you could join us today. As the heads of department researching sustainability, you'll be deciding whether to invest your training budget in Ecodemia services to support you using social media. We are not pitching for investment, we are pitching you to pay for Ecodemia services. As we have some freedom in terms of how to frame this, we decided to do this for a few reasons. Firstly, it allows us to concentrate on the issues and the support and what we actually want to do. Secondly, Ecodemia is going to sink or swim based on whether it gets support from academics. There is money out there to help start these things up, but whether it really takes off depends on you. And finally, because of the details of the business plan, we kind of have to make a few changes anyway. But please pick us up if you feel like we haven't gone into as much depth as we could have done on the financial details. So I'm going to begin by outlining how social media can help you as academics engage the public. Then Ecodemia patron Celia Cole will explain exactly the services that we offer. And then Joey will talk about why we're a unique organisation, a bit about Ecodemia as a social enterprise, and exactly the benefits to your department. But I am very privileged to welcome, first of all, an even more distinguished academic than any of you, Professor Charles Goldman, who will be talking about the problems of sustainability and engaging the public.
So, it is an absolute pleasure to be here today, talk to you about so much stuff as usual, about the unsustainable society in which we live. Now, I've been asked that you people like these point power things, so I've got one of these pretty people to put, there we go, that's my slide. It's very succinct, you want to we live in an unsustainable society. We are obsessed with tax and all things that bling, I think is what is said nowadays, and we do not respect the natural limits of the planet. Now, there are many reasons why we are unsustainable, yes, but I think there are two particular reasons, or one main reason why we are very unsustainable, and that is a lack of sustainability literacy. The public do not have the knowledge. Now, there are two reasons. You want to put up my next bit? Yes, there we go. These are the reasons I have come up with why the public itself is not sustainability literate. The first, I'm afraid to say, the problem may lie with us, the academics. While we have diagnosed the problems for unsustainability and have put out into what we thought was the public domain solutions, the public do not engage with them. Our journals, perhaps, are a little dull. The Dewey Decimal System in libraries is complex. Who knows? So if they do not get the answers from us, where are they getting their sustainability knowledge from? And I'm afraid to say it is the mainstream media, who, as we know, polarise debates, oversimplify them, and add a lot of political bias. And we have all seen how this has come to a head this year with the Climategate scandal, where our own reputation as academics has been damaged. So we are at a dilemma. Do we stick to our traditional mediums, which suit us well for peer reviewing our own work, but are not engaged with the public? Or do we look at other... What on earth is happening?
Apologies, I just couldn't understand any longer. The reason the public aren't engaging with academics is because while you've been conducting fantastic sustainability research, society has been completely changing the way it communicates. Over the past 3 years alone, the use of social media in the UK has gone up by 340%. This has provided amazing opportunities for you as academics to get your research out to the public in a creative and accessible way. Professor Polyakov at Nottingham demonstrates it perfectly, and this YouTube video alone has reached more people than his lecture in his entire life. But at the moment, only a minority of academics are using social media to communicate with the public. Enter Ecodemia. We will provide comprehensive social media training to your department, simplifying the complex world of social media to teach you just what you need to know. So join us to Ecodemia today. We will help you spread your sustainability research quite a wildfire. I'll now pass over to Richard to explain more.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Probably should go off now. So just imagine, 2015 on a cool July Friday, 10,000 subscribers across London eagerly devour Tim Jackson's latest blog post, in which he explains the social and environmental impacts of the government's latest budget. We move to Whitechapel, and a group of mums are enjoying their first clothes swapping club after watching the ever-entertaining video blog of sustainable fashion lecturer Paul Nicholsway. Then in the local pub, the landlord steps in to calm down a heated debate amongst two Millwall fans, sparked by Nicholas Stern's latest YouTube video on energy efficiency. Ecodemia believes in a world in which academics use social media to educate the public, to help them make more sustainable decisions as consumers and as citizens. Only by engaging the whole population in these issues can we make the radical changes that we need. Back to today, and I'm probably standing in front of a group of people who might be a little bit sceptical about the scenario that I just painted. And it's quite understandable. Sustainability research seems too dry and too boring to engage the majority of the population. But this may be true at the moment when the main channels of communication are journals and books. But we believe the medium is not the message, and that the content of sustainability research can be engaging and exciting. It's just that journals are not engaging to the public. Don't get us wrong. We're not suggesting that as academics you should replace writing journals with using social media. But generating knowledge from the journals, which is a fantastic way, is only the first step, and it shouldn't be the last. This research must be disseminated amongst the population. Journals and books are failing to do this, and relying on the mainstream media leads to oversimplification and political bias. Social media provides the solution through tools like video, podcasting, blogging, that allow you to use creative mediums to engage the public. And there are three main reasons we believe this is the case. So, as I just mentioned, social media allows creativity. Videos allow humour and images to be able to capture an audience's senses in grappling with these complex issues. Royal Society of Arts at the moment are animating their lectures to make otherwise difficult concepts more easy to grasp. Secondly, social media is accessible. It's easy to find, and it can be shared at the click of a button. If someone likes something you've written, they can share it with hundreds of their Facebook friends within seconds. This has allowed Martin Polyakov to receive over 6 million views for the videos he's made. And finally, dialogue, a particularly timely one. People don't like being preached to, and social media allows a two-way dialogue in which their concerns can be addressed. And Brian Cox is doing this very effectively on Twitter at the moment. But perhaps the most powerful reason for you as academics to engage with social media is its popularity. So, 28% of UK leisure time is now spent online. 1 in every 4.5 minutes spent online is now spent on social media, and this is growing rapidly. Last year, over 5 billion online videos were watched in the UK alone, and this is growing by 30 to 40% a year. And it's not just young people who are engaging. A whole range of different parts of society are online and out there, and you're able to reach them. From the young digital natives to the increasing group of silver surfers, retired people engaging with the internet. Social media is not a fad. It's revolutionising the way society communicates. And as academics, embracing this revolution will allow you to get your research out to not hundreds, but millions of people. But only the minority are doing it at the moment. Of the 160 research projects we looked at, only 2 have used any form of social media to communicate.
There are reasons for that. We are very, very busy people, you know. We have so much to do.
I completely understand, Professor. There are very good reasons why academics haven't embraced social media. And to understand these more fully, Ecodemia conducted a series of interviews with academics across the country. From Aberdeen to Plymouth, we listened to their concerns and their attitudes. And from these, we determined 3 main barriers that exist at the moment. So the first barrier is that many haven't adopted it in their personal lives, and having no encouragement to use it in their professional lives means that they don't feel confident in the technical skills required. Secondly, many academics don't understand what good online communication looks like. they don't know how to convert their rigorous research into something a little more accessible. And then finally, the rapid growth of media has happened very quickly, and so many haven't fully understood the opportunities to engage the public that it provides. These barriers are not inevitable, and Ecodemia will help you overcome them. To tell you how, I'd like to pass over to CEO Paul.
Thank you very much, Rachel. Now, I want to explain how Ecodemia can take you on a journey, transporting you from this, apologies for that, social media literacy, to this, social media success. Now, sadly, we can't turn back the time, but what we can do is open your eyes to the advantages of social media and how you can fulfill your potential within them. And this is how we will do it. For £3,750, we will deliver this, an expert service designed with academics for academics. In a nutshell, we combine innovative face-to-face delivery of workshops with complementary online resources. Now, I'm going to come back to this package in a minute, but I want to explain what it is about Ecodemia that makes us unique. First of all, is who we work with. Our vision inspires who we decide to work with. Quite simply, we want to work with academics whose research has a fundamental connection with sustainability. We've invited you along today because we think that your research is truly essential for us to reach a sustainable society, but that social media can help you get there. Secondly, our innovative training and delivery. Our approach to training is really hands-on. Long gone are the days of this, and enter the days of this. This is strategic. We realise we know our market and our product enough to realise that academics are really busy people, and that learning social media is like learning any new skill. It requires time and it requires practice. In part, that's why we go to you rather than expect you to come to us. We go to your department. We also take with us a number of resources to make the session as interactive as possible. At this point, it's also worth mentioning our expert media trainer, Richard. Now, Richard is completely perfect for the job. First of all, he has a strong academic background and a really thorough knowledge of social media, which means he can translate what could be quite techie social media language into something an academic can easily digest. Also, he's professionally trained to facilitate workshops. He's done so at over 30 universities so far, and he's successfully implemented a social media strategy to a number of NGOs. Lastly, Richard brings mountains of enthusiasm to the job. He's so enthusiastic that he wants to set up Ecodemia after we finish Forum 3. Thanks, Richard. Now, I just want to explain a bit about our training modules.